what it is. What's good, YouTube? Um, well, so obviously, man, um, I'm here today to obviously challenge Fisk Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Um, Now, obviously, I don't necessarily call out other YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? That's not my style. They have never been my style, but I've been, hold on, let me kill this ant real quick. Um, I haven't really been, I haven't really been, I don't really, call out other YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? I try to be as blank as possible. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the T-shirt that reads "This just in, I'm an idiot" or "You're an idiot" speaks for itself. Speaks for itself. Now I got this on Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Goodwill. Always, having good stuff that people don't use. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, man, listen, man. As a former defensive end and wide receiver, because I did play both positions in high school. I didn't go far because obviously, I tore my ACL. And obviously the doctor told me that, basically, you can pursue your career. It's not like he wasn't stopping me of pursuing my career. He said I can pursue my career, but it's going to be hard because people or scouts is going to look at your history and they do their homework. They dig up any little thing that you have. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's domestic violence, whether you have a rap sheet, whether you are injury prone or whether you have an injury, that makes teams suspicious of you because they want you to stay healthy. Like, can they trust you to stay healthy for the course of 17 games? You know what I'm saying? Um, so I had to give up my football career and basketball career because I played both. I played basketball and football in high school. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, I'll probably do more. I'll probably do a story time. I don't know when, but I'll do a lot of story times because I have a bunch. I have a whole bunch of story times. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah. So anyways, man, the point of this video is to make Fisk Vegas understand that when the Giants was good, it was great. I'm not saying it was great for the NFL, but it was great. We had the pass rush, we had the quarterback, we had the defense, we had the head coach. Nothing could go wrong. When we came from that '07 Super Bowl to trying to repeat, we didn't miss a beat. We did not miss a single beat. What happened? Plaxico Burress happened. He shot himself. Now, obviously, I'm not putting that on Plaxico because obviously we lost a very good mentor out of Michael Strahan. So we needed a whole bunch of players on that team to rise up. Justin Tuck did. We had a emerging OC I can't even say his name. I'm just gonna say OC. We had OC. We had Tuck. We had Thais Kimanuka. We had Antonio Pierce, but obviously he retired in '09. Actually, he retired around '10 because he had a neck surgery that had to obviously cut his career short. You know what I'm saying? That was our last linebacker before Michael Boley took over. And then for Michael Boley, it was John Beeson, and then it was Jonathan Goff, and then so on and so forth. You know, that's the only one. That's the only position we can never seem to get right. We could get any other position right except for that position. The last player to even remotely be good in that position was obviously Lawrence Taylor. You know what I'm saying? LT. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to him, though, by the way. But yeah, that's. I mean, you had Carson Banks. I mean, you had Carl Banks. You had Joe. You had Lawrence Taylor. You had Marshall. I mean, that defense of the Giants in the '90s was ferocious. You know what I'm saying? Like if they were to play in this era, flags would have been thrown all over the damn field. But anyways, man, the point that I'm trying to make is okay. So the Giants are making a lot of big moves, right? We all get it. Oh, it's they throwing out money. They're like Oprah Winfrey. You know what I'm saying? You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. But it's not how you spend it. It's how you structure it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get a lot of players. You could get a lot. You see the Patriots? What are the Patriots doing right now? We've never seen the Patriots go out and spend money like that. We have never seen the Giants, when Tom Coughlin was tender, to throw money out like that. We got a little piece here and there. We grab a little players here and there. We plug, what we feel like, we need to address. We lack running back besides Saquon Barkley, because we do need a backup running back, which I get it. We already picked up Drake. You know what I'm saying? We needed a cornerback, so now we got, two legit cornerbacks that can obviously mesh up well, pass rush. We haven't really gotten a pass rush down pack yet. We making all these fancy moves on offense, but we haven't really gotten a pass rush. Now, I get it. We got that kid from Minnesota Vikings. He's another run stopper to me. He doesn't fit that getting after the quarterback mold. You know what I'm saying? We need a legit pass rush. We need like a Chase Young type of a pass rush. We don't want no 500, no, not 500. We don't want no 325-pound big man that acts like a run stopper, that acts like a pass rusher, but he's really a run stopper. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that the moves that we're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like for me, I think these moves are making. I think we're making these moves because of Daniel Jones. Because he has how many starts right now? 26, right? 26 starts. He has injury concern, right? Saquon Barkley's coming back from injury, right? Kenny Golladay has history of injury. Now, obviously, I'm not putting all this on injury because it's sports. Stuff happens. Just like if you go to work and break your arm, you have to call off. You know what I'm saying? Thank God you have sick days, or if they give you any sick days, then you can use them up. You know what I'm saying? And you let somebody else cover your shift for you until you feel better, until that broken arm heals up. Same thing with the NFL. If your player is constantly getting hurt, what do? You can't release him because that's going to affect your cap space going forward. You know what I'm saying? You can't trade for him because other teams see his reputation like, oh, he's injury prone. I don't want him. Like Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson actually got a deal with the Los Angeles or St. Louis Rams, or yeah, Los Angeles Rams. How come Odell Beckham Jr. didn't get it? And he wanted to go there when he left. When he left here, y'all remember when he had that interview with Justina and Lil Wayne? You know, like Justina said that. Well, Odell, which teams did you want to go to or prefer to go to? Or he said, man, I want to go to somewhere that's sunny and and just feel the breeze and stuff like that. And then Lil Wayne said, man, New Orleans is, I'm not New Orleans, but LA is kind of, they got them receivers out there, but they never gave him a shot. They never called up his agent. They never did anything. Why? Because of his reputation, the way he is, you know? Like nobody wants to do anything with Odell. Odell's damaged goods because he revealed a lot to the NFL. Now, if he would have just, kept his head down and just worked, he would have been getting a lot of phone calls from other teams. But since he displayed who he is in New York, nobody wants him no more. Nobody wants to do anything with him no more. So the best thing I would advise Odell to do is just stay in Cleveland. Just stay in Cleveland. Because if you go anywhere else, nobody's going to welcome you with open arms unless you're the Buccaneers. Because they gave damn nearly, they freaking gave, Antonio Brown a shot. And now look at him. He's Super Bowl champion. Now, when it is all said and done, will he be a Hall of Famer? When he finally hangs it up and says, I'm done playing, will he be a Hall of Famer? Up for grab, up for debate, Like Odell Beckham Jr. can retire right now, he's automatically a Hall of Famer. Even though if he don't win a ring or not, it doesn't matter. Kurt Warner's in the Hall of Fame, he never won a ring. Dan Marino, that legendary undefeated streak, he's in the Hall of Fame. So I'm just here to say that my coach told me a saying, because he was a New England Patriots fan. My coach told me a saying that it goes throughout the whole entire universe. He told me that you never win the Super Bowl in March. Now let that register through your heads. You never win the Super Bowl in March. Now obviously we all know the Super Bowl is in February, so what am I talking about? Okay, so let me break this down. So what he meant by that, because at first when he told me that, I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, I didn't understand. So I literally had to just sit down and just let that register through my head. And then he said that, you know why we are so good? You know why the New England Patriots is so good every single year? Is because we made under the radar moves. We made moves that nobody was talking about. Prime example, look at the Giants look at the two Giants Super Bowls. Did the Giants make any big splashy moves in those two Super Bowls? Hell to the no. They made a little move here, a little move here, a little move here, a little move there. What did the Cowboys do? They made a whole big splash. Yeah, I remember when they brought T.O. in. Oh, he was the receiver that's gonna do it all. He's the receiver he's the receiver that's going to top it all. He's the receiver that's gonna bring the glory days back to Dallas. And what did that happen? Like not happen, but how did that turn out? Not so good. The Eagles forming their dream team, taking every little good player from each team. They started off nice, 5-0, won the last 5 games, but at the end they faltered, 4-12. You look at the Washington Redskins at the time. They signed big Albert Hainsworth to a massive deal. How did that turn out? Not so good. So when he meant by You never win the Super Bowl in March. You don't win. You don't win it in free agency. You win it through the draft. You built your team through the draft. You never built your team through. I mean, you never built your team through free agency. And that stuck in my mind all the damn time, every single day. When I hear teams making big splashy moves, I said, yeah, I mean, that's only for teams that's desperate. That's only for teams that have no direction on what they're doing. Teams that have directions on what they're doing, they don't go out and make big splashy moves like that. They don't. They retool, they resign the players that they need to resign, and they plug holes here and there. What the Giants are doing and what the Giants are telling you is Daniel Jones' window is closing. Because he's going in his second year, he has 26 starts, and he has nothing to show for. He has nothing to show for. He hasn't really been in a playoff game. The Giants haven't won a playoff game since 2017 or 2016. Okay? Saquon Barkley needs to taste the postseason. You know, all this 1,000 yards, 1,000 yards, 1,000 yards, it's great. His rookie year was phenomenal. But he needs to taste playoff success. Or otherwise, he's going to be... I'm trying to think of a running back I compare him to. He's going to be the Barry Sanders of his time. Great running back, but can never win the big one. Or he could be the Tiki Barber. We all know how well, obviously I'm not really comparing them, but I'm just comparing them career-wise, you know. And I know Saquon Barkley still have a long way to go, but I'm just saying, you don't want to be your ancestors, you know. You don't want to be your past. You want to be your present. You want to be the person, the man, the myth, the legend. You want to say, I did it my way. Ahmad Bradshaw, Brandon Jacobs, Derek Ward, 1-2 punch. Andre Brown, David Wilson, Ahmad Bradshaw, they carried the load. It wasn't nice. It wasn't pretty. But they carried the load. Like, look how many running backs we went through. Look how many tight ends we've gone through. Look at how many offensive linemen, defensive linemen we've gone through. We have not won the Super Bowl. We have not been to the playoffs since we had that, defense back in 2017. So it's been 6 long years since the Giants have sniffed the playoffs. Now, obviously, like I said again, you don't win the Super Bowl in March. Now, obviously, you have to make moves, right? I understand that. You have to make moves. That's part of free agency. But you don't have to go out there and sign Leonard Williams. You could have just let him walk or trade him for something better. But no, you kept him, okay? Like, he's a run stopper. He's not there to get after the quarterback. He's there to stop the run, which they were pretty good last year. We were pretty good last year, 4th against the run. But we could be 10th against the run this year. Things change. Schemes change. Players come in and out. So whatever you did last year, that's last year. Stop living in the past. This year is a whole different breed. The NFC East just probably got better this year. Now, I understand that some Giants fans might take this video as a shot, or you don't know what you're saying, or just like, we have given Daniel Jones enough time, okay? Same offense, same coordinator. If he digress, we have nobody but to blame but Dave Gettleman. Now, if he shows that he's capable of, okay, Now Daniel Jones know how to, you know what I'm saying? Because now he has preseason, he has training camp, he have OTAs, he have everything that he didn't have when he was behind Eli Manning. You know what I'm saying? So now that he has everything, maybe it might jolt him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he needed that to obviously get to the next step. You know what I'm saying? But if he digresses, if the Giants are 2-6 heading into, let's say it's week 7 and the Giants are 2-7, what do you do now? Because, like I said again, chemistry. The coaching staff might be the same, but again, you're not going to make magic just by adding a few pieces here and there. The defense is going to take care of itself. The one thing about football is the defense part. Chemistry wise, the defense is always going to have that down pack. Okay? Offensively is where the chemistry have to work. Like if you put a whole bunch of guys on the defensive players that can get after the quarterback, that can do this, that can get tackles for loss, they're going to blossom because they know how to play together. You know what I'm saying? Like defense, your defense will carry you, whether you're playing basketball, football, whatever have you. If you're a defensive player, defenses will carry you. That's why offense have to put so much emphasis on the offense. I mean, that's why the offense have to put so much pressure on themselves because that's just the way they are. That's just the way they function. Defenses, you don't have to put pressure. That's why every defensive player carry a chip on their shoulder, you know? Like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You would have thought, oh, Dominican Sue, JPP, all these guys, they haven't really been playing together. They played against each other, but they haven't played with each other. And look what happened. Look how dominant they was. Now, I'm not saying that the Buccaneers offense was in shambles, but I think they could have scored more points, even though with the weapons that they had. They struggled, they held back a little bit. But the Buccaneers defense never missed a beat. That's the one thing I love about the NFL defenses. You don't have to worry about it. You don't. You could put a whole bunch of pieces and then they'll come. It'll take time, but they'll come around. You know what I'm saying? The Vikings, the Saints, when the Saints was a talkative town, they had a very good defense. The Vikings had a very good defense. The Bills had. So you see where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? So offensive struggles, and there's another saying that my coach told me. He told me that offensive struggles, right? Because offenses do struggle. Offensive struggles, defenses shut cases, right? Offensive struggles, defenses shut cases. You know, when you have the best lawyer that money can buy, he's going to find every nick and cranny to go up against or to go up with the case. Right? I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So defenses will shut cases just like defenses win championships. You thought I was going to say offense scores points, defense wins championships. That's like the third best saying. You know, everybody and their grandmama knows that, you know what I'm saying? But offenses struggles, defenses shut cases. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that what the Giants are doing is for Daniel Jones. You know, it's a wake-up call for Daniel Jones to say, look, Daniel Jones, we did everything that we could. We gave you weapons. We have multiple running backs. We have probably a 3 tight end set unless they keep Smith, because Smith was pretty good for us last year. You know what I'm saying? So we have Kyle, we have Evan Ingram, which I don't think we're going to trade. So y'all can stop with all that trading Ingram bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Tight ends is another position that takes a very long time to develop. You know what I'm saying? Just like an offensive lineman. You know, you think that you just plug an offensive lineman and then they instantly gonna start blocking better. Tight ends are one of the most fragile positions that you could develop. They are, you know, especially the ones that can't block. But so yeah, so you got Smith, Cal, and Ingram. You got um, you got Barkley, and then you got Drake, and then probably you got Goldman if you probably resign him. I don't think they did. And then the receivers you got Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, Kenny Galladay, John Ross, and whoever you pick at number 11 probably is going to be a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Because you need six receivers, obviously, in the slot, whatever, or the depth chart, I should say. You need six, or you need seven receivers in the depth chart. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the quarterback, who's going to be backing up Daniel Jones? Mike Glennon. Mike Glennon is like a poor version of Jay Cutler. Big arm, but just goofy as hell. Just not a great quarterback. He just has a cannon of an arm. You know, he's tall, 6 foot, what, 4? So he's tall, but that's the only thing that's going for him. He can't read defenses. He struggles against coverages, but he has a good arm. And he can run somewhat. You know, because I used to get a lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneers games when I used to live in Dade County. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was either Miami games or Tampa games. I still get a lot of Dolphins in Tampa Bay games down here. You know, because I live around Orlando, so it's kind of like, you know, like the only time I get a Giants game if it's like a prime time 4 o'clock Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? If it's like a Monday night, then I'll probably go to the bar or go to my cousin's house to go watch it and stuff like that. But I get a lot of Buccaneers, Jaguars. I don't get any Jaguar games unless like it's primetime game. You know what I'm saying? Like a Thursday night or whatever have you. But yeah, man. I just wanted to let y'all know that the Giants are the Giants. Okay? The Giants are not supposed to be making these big moves. They're better off making under the radar moves where people are not wow and ooh and ah, because that's gonna bring a lot of distraction, you know. So that's gonna make it even worse. Cause damn, Kenny Galladay said, damn, everybody's on my, everybody's on my, you know what I'm saying? Because pressure is a big thing. When you have so much pressure on you, it is hard. It is hard. You know what I'm saying? So now he has to go out there and ball. And if he doesn't ball, Gabe Devin is going to look like a dumb A. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to have to ball because we push all our investments in him. We put all the money into him. So he is going to have to ball out, probably catch 1,000 yards, probably snag like, I don't know, 11, 14 touchdowns, 83 receptions, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he has to be Superman, but he has to at least produce. You know what I'm saying? So I wish injuries. I don't wish injuries upon nobody. I wish everybody was healthy, so we could get the best version of this Giants team. Now, obviously, chemistry on the offense is going to take time. Maybe by week 4, we should have everything established, because John Ross, they haven't really been catching any passes from Daniel Jones, so they don't have the chemistry. All we have to do is just do walkthroughs or whatever, whenever training camp starts, probably in the summer. I don't know, probably like in around July. So yeah, training camp starts like around July. Right now we're in free agency. Next month is gonna be the draft, and then after that, either June or July, training camp is gonna start. You know what I'm saying? Probably like towards the end of July, like 27th, 28th. That's when stuff is gonna start picking up. We could, pick up the playbooks and work out and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just want the Giants to do good. But I have a gut feeling that they're not. It's gonna take some time for this team to gel. They're not gonna catch on fire overnight. Oh yeah, the Giants are gonna do this. The Giants are gonna do that. No, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Okay? It's going to take time. Maybe next year, when everybody has a full, you know, chemistry issue, well, not chemistry issue, well, not everybody, but when the whole unit comes together and learns, okay, I know how to work with you, you know how to work with me. We have that, Plaxico Burrs, Eli Manning connection. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that right now, you know? So that's why I picked the Giants fourth. That's why I picked the Giants fourth because of chemistry issues. But who knows? Maybe they might prove me wrong. Because the Giants love doing shit the hard way. They don't like doing stuff the easy way. They love doing stuff the hard way. So that's why it's called tough love. You know what I'm saying? You apply it to your son, you apply it to your kids, you probably apply it to your teams. Like, I don't hold no punches. I don't give them a lollipop. Nothing. No no glory, no championships. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, we just gotta hold people accountable and stop making big assumptions that this Giants is gonna click. Like I said, it may click probably by week 4, but I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Galladay might probably struggle reading the playbook. Not really struggle, but the communication may not be there. John Ross is another thing. So probably Waddle, if we do wind up picking them, he's probably gonna, you know, digress a little bit because he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of moving parts, So the NFL season haven't started yet, right? So we're just assuming what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen, but we just assuming. I know what's gonna happen because I know my team. You know, like this team is not gonna go out there and score 40 to 30 points. It's gonna score minimum 20 or 17. Because when the Giants get comfortable, when the Giants have a lead and they get comfortable, they don't even feel like scoring no more until the opposing team scores like 10 unanswered or 3 unanswered points. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen that numerous of times. You know, numerous of times. I remember when the Giants scored 24 points on the Jaguars, and then it got comfortable. And what did the Jaguars did? They came back. 24 unanswered points. They scored 7, 14, 21. You get the rest. So they scored literally on every possession that they had, you know? So the Giants have a knack for not putting teams out. They like to hang around sometimes. That's the one thing I hate about the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know how to finish their team off. They like to let their teams hang around, like, or if they need to kick a field goal, they'll miss it from 30, or they'll miss it from 20, or they'll miss it from 35. So I know what the Giants is all about because I've been a fan since 2001. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing I haven't seen from the Giants that I can say, okay, yeah, they changed. Their whole franchise has been their whole franchise have been based on family. They don't like to fire coaches, GMs in the middle of the season. They like to do things when the season ends. Look how many times that they wanted to fight Tom Coughlin, but they didn't because he meant so much to them that they didn't want to do it. But they had to because obviously the fans was on their ass. Like, oh, we need a new voice, this and that. So they got rid of him, brought in Pat Shermer. Actually, not Pat Shermer, Ben McAdoo. Ben McAdoo didn't do that bad on that. Well, yeah, he basically benched Eli Manning. That was the one thing he probably did that was terrible. But other than that, Ben McAdoo led us to the championship. Oh, not championship, but Ben McAdoo led us to the playoffs. And after that, we fired him. Came in Pat Shermer. Pat Shermer was even worse. So now you got rid of Pat Shermer, now you got Joe Judge. So, and he's our 9th head coach. So if he doesn't work for the next 3 years, we're going to go on our 10th head coach, and 11th, and 12th, and 13th, and 14th. So you see how it goes. So we have to make it work with Joe Judge. We can't keep on firing, replacing, firing. If we need to fire somebody, it's Dave Gettleman. If this doesn't work out, because not next year, but this year, he's on the hot seat. If the Giants miss the playoffs, he's fired. He's fired. He's fired. There's no buts, ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's fired. He's been on this team too damn long. He's been with the Giants around the 80s or 90s, so he knows his organization in and out, but he continues to do stupid shit. And I know he's battling cancer, but that makes no excuse. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, we just have to hold people accountable sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So like, comment, subscribe. If you're a New York Giants fan, you can let me know in the comment section box how you feel. Do you think the Giants are going to do good? Do you think do you think they're going to digress? Do you think they're going to finish first, second, third, fourth? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.